the next step is going to be either here or elsewhere to feel what it would feel like to stay in this marriage, even while around delightful other people. And to gently, because if your eyes are shut, to stay in this marriage, that's fine. But to gently start to peek at your partner, you can kind of go in and out. But it's a moment for feeling for, can I stay with my marriage while also seeing someone who has a flower and sun in their chest, and gently experiment with. It's fine to be very awkward and kind of go in and out, to feel for how much can I twinkle at another person before, whoop, I've stepped out of my marriage. You look good to me. And then pausing and going, okay. I'm coming back into my own marriage here before again letting myself noticing another person and possibly going, wow, hi, great to see you. And now my flower's looking at your sun and I'm shining all my sun at your flower thinking, wouldn't it be great to get into goodness knows what? Back again. Flower and sun marriage in our own chest so that we can be with another person without inadvertently seducing them out of their marriage. See if you can feel from the deepest love and compassion for your partner that me first feeling of, my dear, I do not want to break up your marriage or my own. No matter how fond of you I may become, no matter how dear to you I may be, I do not want to break up your marriage. Nor do I want you to break up mine. Let them know by sounding the note on a me first basis. We could love each other a lot. We could be very close and very dear. But I do not want to break up your marriage any more than I want to wreck my own here in my chest. Flower and sun, lover and beloved, veins and arteries. We belong together, just as in your chest, the veins and arteries, the bridegroom and the bride, at the same time as we say, hey, you're looking lovely today. It's really good to see you. From within our marriage, while supporting the other person's marriage. Nice. Good. When we have this continence of love within ourselves, first as our foundation, we don't get ragged to bits in our relationships because our basic needs are met. Our basic healthy need to be loved completely is met by our own arteries. And our basic healthy need to give our love completely is met by our veins' willingness to receive it. That way, if it turns out that my love for you is unrequited, at least that day when you're grouchy as hell and putting the groceries away, I'm not happy about it, but I'm also not devastated. It's like, okay, I'm in my marriage. That's good. That's more than its basic life support and more, which allows us to be far more forgiving of other people's comings and goings and readiness or unreadiness to meet us in love, in exchange. This foundation on the inside, this completely natural, normal arrangement of veins and arteries, this magnificent prevention or rehabilitation of many forms of major heart disease, is also a tremendous preventative for complete craziness in relationships where wishful thinking brings us into situations where we need something so much. We need a place to give our love completely. We need a place to be loved completely. And our need for this, if not foundationed in the most basic way in our own chest, can lead it to missing some of the clues or rushing what might have ripened if we had been less precipitous. When we have our own marriage, then in our outside relationships with other people, we can take our time. We can allow natural pacing. We can allow ourselves to notice how it's going with far less urgent desperation. Oh, how much I would love a partnership of good and clear and sane and healthy exchange of love. But I got a really good marriage here at home in my chest. So I don't have to fool myself. I don't have to pressure you or me. I don't have to make desperate moves. Wishful thinking, it's not even tempting anymore. Because I have what I need here at home. There are ever so many situations in our outer life that can be refoundation in health when our flower and sun in our own chest are in their natural holy marriage, and we can come to the relationship teaching the flower and sun exercise to everyone that we love. I don't mean necessarily speaking it out loud. I don't mean necessarily playing them this video, although it's available. You can do that. Go ahead. You may, however, just be there with a cashier as you fumble for exact change because you left your credit card on your desk and whatever, I don't know. There you are with this cashier, feeling for, am I about to seduce this cashier out of their marriage in their chest? Just the name of friendliness? Or is there a deeper, more respectful, kinder, healthier love to be exchanged? If I ask her how her day is going while in the marriage in my chest and sounding the note to remind her and teach her about the marriage in her chest, then we love in a far more simple way. I encourage you to take this exercise, practice it on your own, and then begin practicing it with partners. Partners who know that you're practicing it with them, and partners who don't know that you're practicing it with them, in order to feel how it supports and deepens the marriage in your own chest, and how it changes the way other people are when they're with you and as they walk away into their next interactions. What usually comes next, if I'm doing a next, is to have people practice actually trying to seduce each other, not necessarily sexually, but to be like, hey, try and pull each other out while we practice when somebody's trying to seduce us. Because that's what they call friendliness. That's what they call connection, to be staying in our own marriage and gently escorting them back into theirs. Like, hey, my friend, you got something really nice going back at home. Why don't you get back into that embrace with your dear one instead of shining so much sunshine on me? We can share. Yeah, alhamdulillah.